Welcome back to Wario World, Part 6.
Oh my god, there's cobwebs in here!
Oh my god, it took us way too long to do this.
Yeah,
How long has it been? 2 months? 3 months?
it's actually, I looked at the files for Parts 4 and 5. Those were back in May. We're recording this in November.
Oh man.
This is all my fault.
Not really.
Well, technically it is, but
I mean, I did start, like, college and everything, so time has been a bit hard.
yeah.
Very true.
Remember when we said we'd be getting to Sonic Generations by this point? That was funny.
Oh my.
Like, I
Yeah,
myself...
enough times.
Sorry?
Now keep going.
Yeah, I myself only recently got to... I'm sure you saw on the Ross channel, finishing the recording for Subspace Emissary.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I did notice that. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty simple editing job. I didn't need to do any real editing or cutting besides, like, the last three parts.
Great
'cause
Maze.
it's Great Maze and the post-game fights against Wolf, Jigglypuff, and Toon Link.
Right.
That is weird that they did not get unlocked normally in the story, but
I heard it's because they were
Well, I mean-
last minute.
Yeah, they're last minute additions.
I mean, so was Sonic, but you know what? He still
No,
got to at least.
Sonic was not a last minute addition.
Hmm.
Sonic was very much like teased and hyped for most of Brawl's development.
Alright. Well, he was still last minute in the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
in
was
the
one
story,
of the
he
later
was very
ones
last minute.
revealed as well.
I didn't care because 6-year-old me was so hype. Wait, was I 6 when Brawl came out?
I don't know.
Googling.
Didn't know you at that point.
I believe I was 9.
2009. Yeah, I was 6.
Damn.
Or, hold on. It says here January 31st, 2008 in Google.
I thought it was
Oh yeah,
March.
it was 2008.
Well, regardless, I was 5. 13 years later, I am playing Ultimate. Still have not bought Sora yet.
I have
Same here.
everything unlocked.
Yeah, World of Light, though. One of the biggest disappointments.
The World of Light, such a grind.
Yep.
I played
Who's doing that?
14. No,
No one
pass.
is doing that.
I did a live stream and that was enough. It's like 30 hours.
Yeah, and
I
that,
would-
and that's not even counting World of Dark and then True World. That's another, what, 10 hours?
I think my full playthrough, just like beginning to end, like everything was 30 hours.
Really?
Oh, I'd have to boot back up my Switch and find out.
Did you cut out a death there?
I
No,
think
he
I
fell
cut
to
out
the ground.
backtracking, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beanstalk
Imagine-
Way, it's very vertical.
Wario World.
A game we have no knowledge about mostly, so we keep getting distracted.
Well, I have knowledge
That's
of it, it's just, you
Well,
know...
of course you do.
You played it. Yeah, there are so many GameCube games that I'm just not familiar with because that wasn't my era. I know I'm like making myself super young here. I was a Wii kid.
I was a GameCube kid.
Same here. GameCube, PS2, and then Wii.
Well, I guess
Going into-
technically I am a 64 kid, but I didn't get into the games until the GameCube.
I do remember when I was super young having a PS2. It had DMC3. I know that. And I think a couple other games that I don't remember. But it was a PS2 and an original Xbox. But I mostly played the Wii because that the PS2 and the Xbox, which would eventually become a 360, were at my dad's house.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick on this conversation. How the fuck did you get through those spikes real quick without getting any damage?
I mean, to be honest, that completely flew by me. I think I might have Yeah, I don't know, because there are some points, I think earlier and in future puzzle rooms where I might have like abused invincibility frames.
I was gonna say that looked like some hitbox jank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was one in the circus level where I just literally hopped through the spikes to get something because I didn't want to go all the way around. What's this one?
It looked like that thing just went up with fart power.
That wouldn't be on brand for Wario.
Yep.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it. Even more so on my end because I'm watching in blurrier quality to save on bandwidth.
Oh god.
I would just watch the local RAW to just, save on bandwidth entirely, but that's still on the old laptop and I don't want to go over and pick it up.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, those do those bombs with the faces give anyone else like Jack in the Box vibes?
It's the smile.
The restaurant or the actual toy?
At the restaurant.
Again, it's
Fucking
the
toy.
smile.
I'd have to re-see it in order to give you an opinion on that. Well, I'm guessing I'm going to see that real quick. You know what? I want to say I kind of see it, but at the moment the bomb's not facing me, so.
Well, that was a smaller bomb anyway, and only like the.
It's the big bombs that have the Jack in the Box face.
But now that you say that, I want some fucking Jack in the Box, but I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I was never really a fan of Jack in the Box. I used to get it confused with Arby's, weirdly enough.
Huh.
I'll tell you something. Yesterday, I had Burger King, something that I have not had in a very long time because normally it makes me incredibly sick.
I usually
This
have it
time.
at least once a week.
That's Wendy's for me.
Well, it's once a week for me because it's just down the street from where I now live since the last time we recorded. Yeah, so how about we get into why it took us mostly so long to get back to recording?
Well, I delved into my reasons a little bit. College mostly.
Yeah,
And then Final Fantasy 14 every other time.
I don't think Max has a reason, do you?
I mean, college, just differing schedules, needing to do my Uber Eats on the side, just general scheduling conflicts mainly. That and my live streams, because I've started those back up again recently.
Yeah. Well,
I need to get back into that.
well, either way, the main reason was because of me, because my family threw me out and I had to move. And it took me a while to get a new place, get internet and all that. And then shortly after finally getting that and getting ready to finally start everything back up, I accidentally threw my phone into my laptop screen and broke it. So we had to put everything off even more.
That was hilariously tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, the entire reason we had to wait was waiting on me to get everything resituated.
But we're here now, so that's good.
Yep.
Guys, I've decided I'm going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh streamer. I got cards the other day. Great.
Nice.
Gonna play with my friends soon, hopefully.
You better get the Yu-Gi-Oh anime hair.
I plan on it. That was gonna be my Halloween costume up until Halloween just kind of sprung up on me. And I was totally unprepared. So I'll probably try that for Comic-Con next year. Or whenever it is here in Arizona. I think it's called Fan Fusion.
I don't know. If you see Deep Pity, have him steal something from you.
Nah, man, I'll just have a Weevil Underwood rip up my Exodia cards.
Exodia go down the hole.
Take a
Oh,
bite to your Exodia!
Oh, I hated Weevil so much.
Yeah, but at the same
Yeah, that didn't
time,
happen.
you lie. As Paul would say, you're lying through your teeth.
You're lying through your teeth.
I legit stole that line from you for my personal Sonic Heroes playthrough.
That's nice. Well, I stole that from the SGB playthrough
Eh,
because that's what Johnny says when they're doing that boss fight.
huh. I have not watched that in forever, so.
Yeah, Matt calls Eggman a big fat fibber, and because Eggman's mouth doesn't move, Johnny goes, "You're lying
Like through your teeth.
Maybe I'll sit down and rewatch that eventually.
I am notoriously guilty for stealing some one-liners from Mark.
Markiplier?
No,
Oh,
Mark
John's brother.
Yeah.
yeah,
I keep forgetting about actual Mark in SGB because he's not on there enough.
I never forget because he may not be on there often, but he is so incredibly funny.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to eat his way up there.
On brand for Wario.
I remember, I think you mentioned that as early as like part 1 or 2. That climbing
I do not
animation.
remember that.
I don't know, it's been way too long to remember that. That is a neat mechanic right there, though.
Oh yeah, the magnets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
nice.
it's really cool. It reminds me a bit of Metroid, like enemies creating your platforms. Or being your platforms, rather. Because in Metroid, you used freeze missiles on those little floaty bug dudes, and that's an instant platform. Had to for the final escape sequence. Have you guys bought Dread?
Nope.
Nope.
I am not a Metroid person.
I am
I
only
plan on it.
just recently getting into Metroid. I'm a little bit into Zero Mission. Like, not
I
super
plan
far.
on it because I am a Metroid person. I just haven't yet, but I did get a bonus recently from my acting job, so I plan on it once I buy Endwalker.
I
Is
want
that
an
got delayed
acting
by-
job.
Because that got delayed by 2 weeks.
That's right. I also got employed at the city finally.
Cool.
So that means I should be getting good paychecks soon. Which is good because Darksiders 3 finally came out for the Switch, and I really want to buy that.
Still have not played a Darksiders game.
Well, I was in the middle of recording it before God decided to have me throw my phone at my computer.
Are we sure that was God?
I am 100% convinced that there is no other way that could have happened. That was the fate of God, or the hands of God, doing that.
It's divine intervention.
Yep. Still trying to figure out, though, for Breath of the Wild, how we're going to do that one.
'Cause that was a long playthrough. I remember it was like 70 something videos.
84.
84. Oof.
Because that's the 100% playthrough.
Well, that is in terms of heart containers and at least upgrading some of the tunics. I didn't do
Yeah, basically 100% for everything that matters.
The only thing I did not do was the Korok seeds. I planned to live stream that, but
There's 900 of them in the game.
yep.
They don't even give you. Wait, what do they give you when you get them all?
Nothing.
Gold shit. Literal gold shit.
That's right.
That's it. Like they stop you after I think what 400.
441 is to get all the upgrades for the item expansion.
Yeah, and then
Or
after that,
weapon.
they're just space in the inventory.
Yep.
Why even like? Okay, I understand why you would do that. So that way the player doesn't have to go out and hunt for them. They can just come across the clocks. But why have 900 when 400's the max and not give you anything for getting you?
Same.
No, I did say they give you something. It's just literally feels like Nintendo shat in your hands with it. Because it is literal poop. It even says when you get the item, it kind of smells. So you literally, no, it's literally like he just took a piece or took a shit in your hands.
It's Nintendo telling you to eat crap
Yeah.
and die. Because Breath of the Wild, they'll kill you.
I got the King of Calamity ending.
Failure. You failed that, combat. You failed that minor test of combat.
Good job. We're so proud of you. This playthrough's not 100% anymore. Now you gotta redo it all from the beginning.
Oh, it is indeed 100%. I get the best ending.
Is it like Luigi's Mansion thing where the best ending's determined by your, point count?
Not actually your coin count. I think I went into this in an earlier episode, but you know those multicolored elf guys you rescue from the boxes, spritlings?
Oh yeah, the freaky ones.
Yeah.
There's like 5 per level and 40 in total. The ending you get is based on how many of those you rescue, and I get all 40 of them. In addition to all the other collectibles, which I went into detail on. So getting the max health bar, getting all the treasures for the Wario World minigames, all that good stuff.
I know WarioWare game looks good. I'm just not really a fan of WarioWare.
Wow!
I only really played the first 2.
Hey, you missed. There you go.
Speaking of best endings, whenever I finally get to Luigi's Mansion, do not expect me to get the best ending. Just straight up telling you that now.
I don't blame you.
Well, it's also impossible to get the worst ending unless you actively try.
Oh, yeah. But who said anything about going after the worst?
No, just...
Just because you can.
Yeah, right?
I got the 10th ending. Also, will not be the 3DS remake. I do not own that, and I do not plan to get it. The GameCube version is just fine.
Yep.
Yeah, the GameCube version really is. It really does hold up. I remember playing that in daycare all the time.
Yeah.
That was the one. That was when I actually experienced the GameCube. It was in daycare for some reason.
I live streamed it for Halloween a couple years back and really liked it.
It's a good game. It's just real short.
And then they heard the complaints that Luigi's Mansion was too short, so they made Dark Moon incredibly long.
Yep. And then there came Luigi's Mansion 3, which, you know what? I have still not beaten that game.
I've not gotten that game.
I haven't played Dark
I
Moon
wanted
or
to,
3.
but it just kind of fell into my backlog, where most of my games go to die.
I got more prioritizing games to do right now, like, for us, Age of Calamity. Because this DLC that ain't worth shit came out.
Let's see, let's look at all the games in my backlog. Assassin's Creed 4, Dark Souls 3, Fallout New Vegas, Amori, Terraria, Yakuza 0. Those are just in my favorites library.
Either of y'all use Backloggery?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
It's a website that you can basically catalog your game library, like sort them out by like unfinished, beaten, sort them out by console. It really helps for organization and alphabetizing as well if you're like shelving your games.
Cool. As of right now, all the games that I have are just stacked next to my PlayStation 4 on my desk. I've consolidated all of my stuff to my room, so now I don't have to go into a separate room to play my console games. Which means, since I have this capture card, I can record console games.
Nice.
Yay!
I'll be saving the Bloodborne playthrough for something special.
I was about to say Bloodborne. Yeah.
Well, that is my favorite game of all time, so that one's gonna be real nice. A special occasion.
Did we make it to the finale? I
Um.
don't remember how you left these levels.
Oh yeah. I missed a. I think I missed a treasure. That's why I took the bye-bye balloon at the end there.
Ah.
Yeah, it was.
Is that the start of the level?
I forgot about that.
Wait.
Yeah, it was just these couple of treasures that I missed along the way.
It must be true 100%.
Chaos control.
Many minutes later. Boss time.
Yep. You got Spider
Rackle.
Radicus.
Spider Radicus. That's what that purple gremlin thingy was talking about, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last spriteling in a level usually has some tip for the boss coming up.
So if we light the webs on fire, will it just fall and die?
I don't know, Quailog, wanna try it?
I was thinking more ocarina at a time.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. Wario's got no fire powers in this game. This isn't Wario Land 4 where he can set himself on fire and be fine.
But he's
Hey,
got
Sonic
real
did it.
massive farts. I'm sure with enough gas, he can light it on fire.
I was gonna say, all he needs is a butane lighter.
Why light it on
Or just-
fire when you can pile drive it like you just did?
Oh, yeah. Let's see, Cyberman's effect lets me summon blue eyes. Also, that's right, man.
Well, true. You know what? I'd rather just get the boss over with. Because you gotta
Yeah,
do that
torture.
5 times.
Oh, yeah, the bosses look really tedious. Are they?
No, I mean, some of them, like, no, obviously some aren't as great as others, but we actually have a really good one coming up right after this.
Ooh, okay.
Just the main boss, the boss level at the end of World 3 leads up to the beginning of the next part.
Oh, neat.
Because for once he's a boss that you can't pick up, so you have to beat him another way.
Oh, is it like a Mr. Freeze situation? Where like you have to come up with a new solution every time?
Well, not every time, but the way you beat him isn't by just picking him up and using a special move on him. You gotta use the environment to your advantage mainly. And like watch
you
for
missed.
openings.
I just noticed that when you get on the spider webs, you actually slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you slow down and you can't actually jump while you're on him.
Huh.
Hence why I have to run back to the green ground if I want to do a pile driver.
Yeah.
I do try and mix it up though, because I do the spinny move to take him out here and probably a mega throw at some point as well.
Being on a web, that's better. Sure did bounce.
It's using hacks.
It's hacked the laws of physics. Only we're allowed to do that.
It created
it's
it created the spider web, therefore it can do what it wants on the spider web.
It don't work.
I think
Does
we need
it?
to leave a message. It'll call us back. All right, time to play. Who got that joke?
Nope.
Nope.
And none
don't-
of you are winners.
Spider webs by no doubt. I'm walking in the spider web. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
Yep.
The band
I
Gwen
think I might
Stefani
have
was
heard.
in.
Yeah, I know who No Doubt are, but I don't think I've heard the song you're talking about in a long time.
I don't know it, so.
I did hear their cover of It's My Life earlier in Home Depot.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I once spent like 2 hours in a Home Depot. Didn't buy anything. I was just there with friends. Like we just stood there.
They're just standing there.
Menacingly.
like we were finishing lunch. We had gotten lunch together because this was a couple of work buddies. Um, and one of us decided that he really wanted to go to Home Depot. So we all just collectively went to Home Depot and did nothing.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I need to actually go to Home Depot and get some more shelves for my Bionicle figures.
I should get some for my games, actually.
But that is the end of the part. Will Sunset get more shelves? Find out next time.
On LBC.
God dang it, Bobby.